Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Live once again, J&M Radio. Joe is late, getting his headphones on.
I am not late.
Yeah, you
I
were.
am not late. What time is it?
Dude,
I'm here, and that's all that matters.
We usually meet to eat and talk about the show at 6:30.
We usually get early.
And you walked into the studio at 6:57.
Yeah, so we usually get here early. Now I'm on time. Not even fashionably late, just...
And then you went to the bathroom. You came back into the studio 5 seconds before we went live.
The people didn't get their music interrupted to hear this kind of stuff. Let's get into some... We got some news for you guys. We're going to kick things off. I'm going to throw the lob over to Mike.
Well, didn't you have the news first? You prepared the news. You told me.
Yeah, okay. Maybe this is why we prepared beforehand a little bit.
Exactly.
I thought you were going to go and talk about the new Don Tolliver album.
I was talking to you? Yeah. But I was going to let you go first because you prepared all the news.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Let me quickly pull it up.
This is why you should have came at 6:30 instead of walking into the studio at 5 seconds before the show starts.
All right. Logic is dropping an album on February 24th. Are you hyped?
Dude, February 24th is stacked now, man. Oh, my God.
I'm so excited for that Logic album.
I'm not.
It's called Wake Up. I don't know. He's hit or miss. He has... You gotta...
Didn't he say he was, like, going to retire,
Yeah, he retired, 3 years ago. Came back, within a few months. Or maybe a full year. It wasn't long. He had this whole big thing, and it really never amounted to anything. But yeah, he's hit or miss. His misses are air balls. Those are absolute bricks. But his hits are hits. He's a real rapper. You got to respect him and can never count him out.
Yeah, I respect Logic.
I don't think we mentioned this last week when we discussed King's Disease 4 and that announcement. That's going to be a collab album with 50 Cent. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
I heard that. That's all the headlines about it. I know. I can check my sources, but
no, I didn't. Yeah. I did not see that.
Which I think makes the album better, makes it a lot more interesting, adds some intrigue to this.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I did not know that. Looking forward to that.
And then the last news is some pretty obvious stuff. I think everyone's heard this. There was a little bit of a Super Bowl performance last week from Rihanna. Kanye West did not make an appearance. Mike was crying. I was with him the night of the Super Bowl. He was so upset. He smashed the TV screen.
No, we talked
jumped
about
out
this.
of the window into
there were a
the
lot
lake.
of people online who thought that Kanye was going to come on. I'm like, come on, guys. Everyone on Twitter was talking about it after. I'm like, I didn't even think she was going to play all the lights. But then I hear all of the lights. I'm so hyped.
That was the closest we'd ever get.
Yeah. And so I actually saw this. It was an article published by The Sun. They asked Rihanna's representatives about playing All the Lights, Run This Town, with songs featuring Kanye West. And her representatives pretty much said that just because he said those things doesn't mean that friendship is ruined. She's always going to be friends with Ye, same with A$AP Rocky. The representatives of Rihanna said, it didn't come out of Rihanna's mouth, but her representatives who represent her said that they're going to remain friends, so that All of the Lights is one of her biggest features of all time. So of course she's going to have that in her show, and the real star of the performance, the real feature, was her baby, the fact that she was pregnant again. So there was no way that she was going to bring out Kanye. There was no way she was going to bring out anyone else. It was her show to announce that she was pregnant to the entire world on the world's biggest stage.
I think she should have brought someone. I think every Super Bowl performance.
Yeah, I agree.
Have some sort of variety to your performance, a set change, a surprise feature, something. It was kind of a boring performance overall. Nothing, glaringly bad about her.
I was a big fan of All of the Lights, though, because not just because it was All of the Lights, because nobody expected All of the Lights to be played. That was nice. I enjoyed that.
But Mike was very sad. Not only no Kanye, but no Hove, and he was really sad about that. He was really, and I'm not even being sarcastic now. He was really sad about that.
I really thought she was gonna bring out Jay-Z because it was in all the rumors. Jay-Z was watching the Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, let's perform "Run This Town" with Jay-Z. No Hove. We want Hove, man.
You chanting "We want Hove," and me and our friends looking around going, "Who's we?" All the whole performance. It was just.
Hey, I think you would want Hove too.
That chant is still ringing in my ears. It would have been hilarious after all that chanting if he comes out of nowhere. Oh my God! But
I don't know. He didn't. I don't see that dude ever performing again. That dude looks like Squidward now. He's old, man.
He was never quite the model type.
He's just old now.
He's old. Yeah. Let him be.
Yeah.
So that's the Super Bowl.
And then so for other projects being released next week, February 24th, Don Tolliver was teasing his album. His Valentine's Day sort of love album is now titled Lovesick, coming out February 24th. We have 3 songs already out for the album.
Sounds like the name of a Drake album.
Lovesick. Lovesick. You can pre-save the album. There's 16 tracks. 3 have already been confirmed. They're out. You can listen to them now. I haven't yet. I'm going to wait for the album to come out itself. I want to listen to it in order because I'm excited for Don Tolliver. He's been on a great feature run, especially what he did on Heroes and Villains with Metro Booming. Too Many Nights. I think that's the best song in the album. I'm excited to see what Don has to offer after sort of that Can't Say run with Travis Scott on Astroworld, and then we kind of got let down a little bit. The hype sort of died, and then it came right back up with Heroes and Villains and that feature run. That mini feature run he's sort of been on, so I'm excited for that. And Yeat is dropping his album Afterlife with a Y, Afterlife, on February 24th. He had a good run last year. He really did. He got that underground fan base. He's starting to get his name out there.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering, whether or not he'll be able to sustain this, if he's just like another viral name that's going to come and go. So I guess this album will kind of determine that in a way. But you said something about him teaming up with Don Tolliver, and was that a thing?
Who, Yeat?
Yeat and Don Tolliver, or no?
No.
You just said both of them are dropping.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I'm definitely excited for the Don Tolliver one for sure. He is... you always got to appreciate unique sounds in the industry. There's nobody out here that, sounds like Don Tolliver, even if you don't know he's featuring on the track. Once you hear the voice, you know, instantly recognizable.
I was listening to King's Disease 2 the other day. That's my go-to album when I'm going to play basketball myself, and I'm listening to the first track, and I can hear this voice in the background, and it sounded like Don Tolliver. It doesn't say on the song featuring Don Tolliver. I'm like, who is this? So I look it up on Genius, and it is Don Tolliver just in the background doing his thing.
That voice is already iconic.
It is iconic.
Yeah, I've never heard him like live perform anything. No. I don't know, like it's such an interesting sound.
It's probably the same thing that Travis Scott does with the auto.
I don't know. It's a little less like blatant. I feel like it's a little. I think
it's more blatant.
I don't know. I feel like someone could sound like that. I don't know.
I just feel like it's more blatant because like Travis, you've seen him rap without auto-tune.
But it sounds different.
It does.
It's fine, but
yeah.
I don't know. I might have to look into that. He's an interesting voice.
Oh, I was going to talk to you about. Did you see that Rolling Stone list that came out?
Yeah.
It was the top 50 albums, horrible albums released by legendary artists.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I saw the top 50 rappers. They came out with that one as well.
That was a while ago, but they came out with this list. It was trending all over Twitter this week. It's like top 50 albums, the worst albums released by really good artists, and guess what number 1 is? It is a...
Oh, I saw this. It was Ye, right?
It was Ye. It was Ye. I mean, out of any album for his discography, Ye, the worst one?
It's a weird one.
It is a weird one. Like, if you wanted a cop-out and you want to just put Jesus as king, I mean, that's fine. But, like, Ye?
Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously not his best. No one would ever call it his best. But I don't know. Number 1. I think they just have to make a statement with the number 1. They can't play it safe.
And I read the description because I didn't want to be unbiased. I read the description to see if they had anything, useful to say, and it wasn't. They pretty much just said that they could have gone with Donda, Jesus is King, or Ye, implying that they could have gone with either 3 of those albums for number 1. 3 completely different albums, and their reasoning was that this was the time when Kanye was starting to say all the things that, been in the news recently, starting from that slavery as a choice era, and saying that that's when his music deteriorated. So they're pretty much saying that the art is not different, that somehow him saying all these things sort of makes his art bad. And they called it like a dysfunctional album. They said all these things, and I'm thinking, it's 7 tracks. You have 2 10 out of 10 tracks on that album. Ghost Town for sure. I mean, everybody loves Ghost Town. And then in my opinion, I think Violent Crimes is also a 10 out of 10. I mean, you really don't have a bad song on that album. And to call it not only the worst in Ye's discography, but to say it's the number 1 worst album by a good artist ever?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
That was very weird.
I don't know. These corporations, these institutions, they got to get clicks. They got to, get the people talking. I don't know if you can, study and be a student of like the rap game and the music game and this be your job and genuinely have that opinion. It seems pretty ridiculous to me, let alone a whole team. I assume it's a whole team of people at Billboard.
Yeah, but there's one guy that wrote it though, like published it. But I'm assuming there's a whole team behind it, saying that the top 200 rappers or top 200 albums or whatever they did. They did it like a top 50 rappers.
Yeah,
and like
they
top
did that
200 rap albums.
A week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So
the top 200 albums still that was awful.
Yeah, that was a while. That was a year ago, right?
Yeah, like Invasion of Privacy over Good Kid, Mad City and Illmatic.
Oh yeah, oh man, the memories are coming. The memories are coming back.
Yeah, arguably the best rap album of all time. Yeah. Illmatic.
I don't know. Some people genuinely do believe Cardi B is like a legit all-time rapper.
Nicki Minaj is way better.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course, she's had a lot more time too. In fairness, but.
I mean, Nicki Minaj doesn't drug people and take their money.
Hey, you're the one complaining about connecting art to the
that was a joke. Yeah, you obviously can't, but still, the music itself is not.
So it was a top 50 list of the albums. Did they have Donda and what was the other one?
I think I skimmed the list. I didn't see any other rap albums. It was just like.
So they say Donda and Jesus is King could have been number one.
Yeah, they could have just switched them out. 3 completely different albums.
So I don't get that.
I don't get that.
But so those other 2 don't make any appearance on the top 50.
No.
But they could have been number one. That's just weird.
It is weird.
I guess maybe they want to do one album per artist or whatever.
Completely different albums.
I'm not a big fan of any of the 3.
Jesus is King. You can make an argument for it is the worst in Ye's discography, but it's not a terrible album. It's just mediocre.
If you're gonna pick one, pick that one.
Yeah, pick that one. That's a cop out. Like people would understand, but number 1, I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough opinion.
All right, do you want to get into the main segment now?
Sure. This episode might run a little short. Who knows? I might jinx myself. I think I said that last time.
You did say that last time.
We have compiled a list, Mike and I separately, without each other's knowledge, of our top 10 best rappers of all time. It's a very simple concept, and we're going to get each other's live reactions to our list.
All right. Do you want to go first?
I'm going to let you go first.
I'm letting you go first. I said you first. I implied go first. Because clearly you spent all day crafting this list because you showed up to the studio 5 seconds before we started.
This is the thing. I don't have a definitive top 10. Like it changes all the time. Like I don't know.
Here's your top 10 for now. I think I definitely know who's in the top. Like at least one person in the top 5.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit you out with a curveball right off the bat.
Number 10.
I made 2 lists.
You made 2 lists.
I went above and beyond.
Okay.
So stop complaining about me. Still being on time to the show. All
right.
And I'm out here making 2 lists.
This is our shorts content right here.
Hours and hours.
Your top 10 and my top 10 will be 2. Okay. This will be our shorts content.
This will indeed. And if you want to see that shorts content, why don't you just head on over to J&M on YouTube. That's J&M Podcast on YouTube. Okay, so I made 2 lists. The first list is the top 10 rappers, and then the second one is my top 10 rappers. So you sort of see the difference there, like
my list was sort of. I tried to be as subjective as possible. A mix of both,
sort of though.
Yeah, I tried. Even rappers that I don't really listen to or like necessarily. Like I'm still gonna I'll put them in my list because I know the impact and their ability. So I'm not just gonna remove them because I'm not a huge fan of them. You know what I'm saying? And then after we get through all this, I do want to discuss if there's anyone from the newer generation that we could potentially see rise these ranks eventually. But I'll let you go first start with your definitive list.
Okay.
Like your subjective. Yeah. No, your objective. Excuse me. Your objective.
This is objective.
List. Objective.
So we're coming into this with different criteria. So just saying that right off the bat. My top 10 rappers.
Your objective one.
Objective. The top 10. Not my top 10. The top 10 rappers. Number 10, Black Thought. I just think he's a great lyricist. A really wise guy on the mic. 9 is Biggie.
Okay.
8, I hated to do it. I had to be objective. I put Kanye.
I put
Kanye. The hits are hitting too hard.
I respect that. I do respect that.
I had to do it. 7 was Andre 3K. 6 is one of Mike's favorite, Rakim. Rakim, who you learned who they were 4 days ago, 5 days ago?
I knew who Rakim was. I just didn't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, man. Rakim Olajuwon. Number 5, I put Eminem. I don't know. He just has the hits. He's a great lyricist. I don't know, just a legend. It pained me to do that because, I don't know, sort of the modern generation sees him as kind of corny, but...
He is kind of corny. Let's be real.
He has corny moments. He's not corny. I'll say that.
All right, yeah, sure.
4 was Nas. 3, I put Jay-Z. This was a tough one. 2, I put Tupac, which it felt a little high to me, in my opinion, just looking back at it, but I think he clears Jay-Z, in my opinion. And 1, of course, was MGK. And so that's my top 10.
Who's your
one was Kendrick Lamar. You know I had to do it.
I was.
You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. The one thing on Kendrick Lamar, like, I don't get how you can't say he's not number 1. The one thing is that he doesn't have the longevity, but greatness is greatness regardless. Greatness is greatness. Like, I don't.
That's not objective. I don't understand. Though. It's not
I think
objective.
That is. Well, the objective greatest of all time. I think that's subjective.
I don't think so. No, he's not.
And no one has made a better album than Good Kid, Mad City. And you can probably make the same argument for
College
The Pimp a
Dropout.
Butterfly. No.
The College Dropout.
No.
That's
Especially
a
as
better
rappers.
The College Dropout is a
10.
better album than Good Kid, Mad City.
Nah.
The College Dropout is absolutely a better album than Good Kid, Mad City. It's a better album than To Pimp a Butterfly.
No.
Sorry.
Incorrect.
Correct.
That's the thing about, like, music takes. You can't really objectively... Like, it always has to be a little opinionated. There's no, like, stats or numbers or definitive thing that can... I don't know, just the sound, in my opinion... And the things Kendrick has to say, he's a much better lyricist on those 2 tracks. He has much better bars. I just think overall, it's a better album.
College Dropout is a better album, in my opinion.
You're entitled to your opinion.
It is, yeah, and I respect your opinion.
All right, do you want me to hit you with my second list?
Your subjective list.
Okay, subjective. This one, I think you're going to be surprised by.
Okay, so this is your subjective list. Hit me up.
I think there's some names on here you don't even know.
Probably.
Yeah, so I just listed out a bunch of my favorites, and some of them I have some honorable mentions that couldn't make the cut. My guy, the certified lover boy Drake, did not make it. Tyler, the Creator.
Drake in your... Oh, my God.
He's everywhere,
Drake
man.
is not
he's
sniffing
everywhere.
the top 10. I don't care if he's everywhere.
He's in your playlist. He's in my playlist. He's in everyone's playlist.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't make him my top 10 rapper of all time.
This is my top 10, though. And he didn't make it.
We're starting off terrible.
He didn't make it. He didn't... Listen here.
The fact that he's sniffing the top 10. We're starting off pretty bad here.
We can cross that one off.
All right.
My top 10... Let's just restart. Rewind. I have some honorable mentions for my top 10 rappers. Okay. Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
A$AP Rocky. And Amine. I just think he had a sick... Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I never know with you. You give me these...
Yeah, I know who Amine is.
Blank, lifeless expression.
Rapper of all time.
I think Limbo was such a good album. It was so good.
But top 10 of all time?
Yeah. Well... This is my list.
All right. Go through your list. Go through your list.
These are the guys I'm listening to. It has nothing to do with history. With I already gave you that.
All right. Go through your list. This is your. All right. This is for the shorts content.
Oh,
this
I didn't know this would be so difficult.
We're putting.
You haven't heard the start of it.
No. I can't wait for you to edit this and then put it on the YouTube, the Instagram, and then my list. It's gonna be great. This is Joe's top 10 rappers of all time. Take it away.
Can I revise? I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
Wait, here you go. Come on.
I haven't even started. All right, 10. I want to backtrack so bad.
You can't.
10. Just right now, right here, right now, in this moment. I'm in a little bit of a Brockhampton kind of phase.
Bro!
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What is wrong with you?
I'm in my
oh my
greatest
God.
boy band of all time.
Oh my God.
Saturation's albums is great. Ginger was a controversial album.
10
Mixed feelings about it.
Time.
I liked it personally. Yeah. Brockhampton, rest in peace.
Oh my God.
Please come back together at some point. They broke up, so I cried.
Jeez, man.
I cried nights and nights over that.
Keep going.
9 is Joey Badass.
Okay, I respect
any complaints? There we go.
I respect that.
I got the Mike seal of approval. 8, I have Earth Gang. You know who they are?
I've heard of them.
From the Dreamville. They're so unique, their sound. They can really do anything. A lot of their songs, like Up, for example.
I can't flame you for that because I haven't.
You don't know them.
I know of them. I know they're part of Dreamville. I haven't. I haven't listened to a lot of Dreamville. I haven't listened to Jid's whole discography. Yeah. I barely have finished J. Cole's entire discography. Mm-hmm. Obviously I've listened to 2014. I've listened to the KOD. I've listened to For Your Eyes Only. I'm trying to get through the off season. But I haven't gotten through all of Dreamville yet, so I can't judge you.
The thing about Earth Gang is they're nothing like the rest of Dreamville. They're not like these kind of lyricist rappers kind of guys. They're weird. They're an acquired taste for sure. I don't know if you'd like them. Maybe you would.
Maybe.
They can sing for the life of them. They're insanely talented, but definitely an acquired kind of weird taste. Speaking of acquired and weird tastes, I chose a man for number 7 that doesn't even have 1 million Spotify streams.
Okay,
Spotify listeners. You don't know who this man is. He is a rapper by the name of Brother Ali. I've made some shorts content about him, which you have clearly not watched. This man is an albino Muslim white dude. I can see you judging already.
He's just like let's make the worst top 10 list of all time.
Hold on now. This guy's sick. I have no idea how I found him.
Let's make the worst.
No, this guy is sick. This guy is sick. Trust me. I'm putting you onto some brilliant sounds right here, okay? He's this like conscious rapper who kind of makes not like anti-American music, but just like he's very critical of American institutions. Some would call him quote unquote woke. But he has this like beautiful, soothing voice. He's a great lyricist. He's kind of funny. He injects some humor into his stuff. And yeah, I think his song "Special Effects" has one of the best hooks of all time, in my opinion. Even though it has about 5 people listening to it, I think he's sick, and you should give him a listen. And Mike should give him a listen.
Okay.
Number 6, Denzel Curry.
All time? What is wrong
it's my
with
list.
This is all time.
It's my list.
This is a horrible list. Dude, I love Denzel Curry, but top 10 rappers of all time?
You love this list.
What is wrong with you?
Stop it. You love this list.
Oh, my God.
Number 5, we have Travis Scott. How do we feel about that?
Really?
Yeah.
You think Travis... I love Travis Scott. I didn't know you loved Travis Scott that much.
I don't know. He's good. He's good. He's perfected what he does. I don't know. I can respect it.
Top 5 all time?
I'm listening to him more than I'm listening to the old school legends. I already gave them my respect. I already gave them my list.
Keep going.
What's that one Travis Scott song called? The one that's like sounds like a passcode, the thing, like 90210.
That's my favorite song.
That's the best Travis Scott song. All right, at least
I love that
we can find agreement in something.
I love Travis Scott. I love Travis Scott.
4 is Nas.
I respect that.
There we go. I think that's the second one you've given the seal of approval to this whole time, so that's good. 3 is JID.
Dude, he is not...
I think you care a lot more about longevity than I do. I don't know, just like...
Yeah, because
I don't care that much about it.
You need the longevity. You need that to be considered in that all time, because you need to stack up your discography to all of these greats. You need the longevity. Once you have that, and then you can compare the discographies to all time.
Nah, because the music lives forever. You know, it doesn't matter what time it was made, how much of it was made. If the music is good, the music is good, baby.
Next, you're gonna put Playboi Carti in number 2.
Number 2, I have Playboi Carti. Number 2, I have J. Cole.
And, oh my God, J. Cole is not sniffing a top 10 list. Come on, let's be real.
J. Cole is sick. And number 1, yet again, of course, we got my guy MGK, and that's my list.
Obviously, not
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, number 1.
just review your list, because we're gonna have to put
this on. Ready for this banger?
Yeah.
All right, number 10.
I will talk.
Number 10, I have Brockhampton. Number 9, I have Joey Badass. Number 8, I have Earth Gang. Number 7, Brother Ali. Check him out. He's underrated. Number 6, I have Denzel Washington. Number 5, I have Travis Scott. Number 4, I have Nas. 3 is JID. 2 is J. Cole. And 1 is the legend himself, Kendrick Lamar.
I think I just witnessed the worst top 10 I've ever seen. Like, troll or not. 10. It is the worst
sick top 10.
Top 10. Dude, J. Cole is not sniffing a top 10, like, anywhere else.
What, so you picked a bunch of rappers you don't even listen to? Is that what you did?
What I did is I picked the rap. Obviously, I've listened to all of these people, but I may not listen to these guys, some of these guys as much, or even like them. But I respect them, and I know the impact that they've had in the industry, the cultural impact they've had on the industry, the longevity that they have, These guys are legends.
Boring.
And then I have these honorable mentions of some of the younger guys in the generation that I think have a chance of making that list one day. If they have a few more bangers, few more good albums, then they have that longevity. I think these guys will eventually make the conversation.
But if you like listening to someone more than someone else, why don't you just put them above?
Because I don't think
it's your list.
They're not in my list for a reason. I just explained why. I think that maybe one day J. Cole could make the top 10. Maybe.
He's still going strong, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't even put him in my honorable mention. I'm mentioning him just for you because I agree.
Who's on this list?
Maybe J. Cole can make this list. One day. He's not sniffing it right now. Okay, so for my honorable mentions, for people who I think could eventually be in this conversation, they're not really sniffing this conversation right now at all. But I think that one day they'll have that discography and they'll have that impact. Number one, I have Future.
Oh man.
Oh, come on.
Now.
Future. He's one of the greatest trap artists of all time. Let's be real here. That 2015 run alone is iconic.
You're the one talking about longevity.
I know.
Out here bringing up one.
What did I just say? He doesn't have it yet. He does. If he has one or two more banger albums, and you know the impact that he's had on the industry, I think that one day Future could be in that conversation. He's not sniffing the conversation right now.
What puts him above J. Cole? Future. What has Future done?
I would much rather listen to Future than J. Cole.
Man, you don't appreciate real hip-hop. That's what it is.
So I have Future. I have Joey Badass as well. I think that Joey Badass, he has the talent. He has the ability. He has the bangers. He has the albums right now. We get one or two more banger albums from Joey Badass. I'm ready to put him top 10 of all time.
All right, I had him at 9, so
and
same range.
And then my third one is Travis Scott. I don't think he's there yet, but I think that one day he could be in that conversation.
Yeah. I think in an objective rappers list, Travis Scott is not sniffing it.
No,
not yet.
None of these guys are sniffing an objective list. One day, maybe. One day.
Do we have a list of the sniffers, or are we going right into the top 10?
That was my list.
Okay.
So this is my top 10 rappers of all time, hip hop artists, rappers, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, it's a bit subjective, but I tried to combine my subjectivity with my objectivity as possible. So this is my definitive top 10 rappers of all time, and I'm going to explain why for each one.
Okay, nice.
So at number 10, I have Biggie Smalls. I had to include him on this list. Everybody knows who Biggie Smalls is. The impact he's had on the industry. Everybody knows his name. He has the hits. He has the bars. He has the bangers. He's in pretty much everyone's top 10 list for a reason.
I had him at 9.
Number 9, I have Lil Wayne. I'm not a huge fan of Lil Wayne. I don't like his voice. I really don't. I don't like his voice.
Oh.
But I respect Lil Wayne.
He's on like every song. You still haven't gotten used to it?
He has his mixtape run alone is incredible. His album run, not so much. Obviously, he has the Carter series, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But his mixtape run alone is worthy enough to put him in this conversation. Again, he has longevity. He has the impact. He's inspired artists. He's directly linked to artists like Drake, like Nicki Minaj, all the people who are taking over the industry right now. So Lil Wayne, he has the cultural impact. He has the discography. And he's inspired a new generation of rap. I mean, we wouldn't have Drake without Lil Wayne. Yeah. It's just true. Drake said it himself.
Yeah. Does any man out there have more bars than Lil Wayne?
I don't know. Lil Wayne doesn't even know his own bars.
His songwriting is so weird. It barely teeters on the line of being like brilliant or like the stupidest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Is that stupid or brilliant? I can't even tell you. I can't even.
Okay.
It's so close to being the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So number 8, probably the guy I dislike most on this list.
Ooh.
It's Eminem. I find him a bit corny, especially his more modern stuff.
The newer stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the newer, I gotta look it up, because I don't know it off the top of my head. That one album that was horrible.
Revival?
Yeah, I think that was it, Revival. And then he dropped Kamikaze, but before that, Revival. But Eminem, we don't even have to mention the impact he's had on the hip-hop industry. I mean, you have 8 Mile, you have Mockingbird, Lose Yourself, all this stuff that Eminem has done. And he's also inspired a whole generation. He is like one of those rappers that is solely built on lyricism and bars. He is just a straight-up rapper.
But he also made hits.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's just straight-up bars. That's Eminem.
Yeah.
And I respect that. And I respect what he's been able to do. I respect his discography. And even though I don't personally listen to him, that's not going to take away from me putting him on a more objective/subjective list.
Yeah, I think I had him at 6, so kind of the same deal there. His ability to kind of make the lyricism go mainstream and become the biggest guy in the world.
Yeah.
As a conscious rapper, that's a big deal.
At number 7, I have Andre 3000.
I think I had him at 7 as well.
I mean, just what he did with Outkast, incredible stuff. Even his solo work, his feature run, even like recently with The Life of the Party. Those are some of the best bars I've heard in a while. But just what he was able to do with Outkast, with Big Boy. That's so funny to me, Big Boy. That's such a funny name. But what he was able to do with Big Boy, with Outkast, incredible. Bangers, I'm sorry. Miss Jackson, hey, just banger after banger after banger with Outkast. And he's just like Eminem. He's a straight-up rapper, just bars and lyrics.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Shout out to Big Boy. Some of those old-school rap names did not age great. Big L, Special Ed, a bunch of legends out there with bad names.
Hey, I like Big L.
Rest in peace, but that's a terrible name.
Yeah, the anniversary was a few days ago, I think.
I know.
Rest in peace, Big L. At number 6, I have Dr. Dre. Just
as a rapper?
But just overall. I'm not... this isn't just...
Is this art? Are we doing artists or...
Everything combined.
Okay.
I mean, yes, as a rapper. Yes, the Chronic itself. I mean, come on. But the tree of artists in the Dr. Dre tree.
Oh yeah, the Dr. Dre cinematic universe is tremendous.
You know what I mean? The olive branches.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. No, I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah, I know.
With you.
Legendary stuff. I don't even think I have to explain myself. And then at number 5, I have Kendrick Lamar. He's the youngest guy on this list, but just what he has 3 classic albums. Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Damn. 3 classic albums. He was able to get out of his comfort zone with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, which is something that I admire. I like when artists get out of their comfort zone and don't play it safe. They make music that's risky,
I guess,
but rewarding at the same time. So I've enjoyed all 4 of those albums. I know I'm not the biggest fan of To Pimp a Butterfly, but I would have to say I think it's the second best album of all time. I still think Good Kid, Mad City has it though.
I think so too. Yeah. But one of these days we got to go and listen back to that album because I mean,
at number 4,
ridiculous
I have Tupac.
Okay.
Recently, because it was the anniversary, I decided to go back and listen to all of All Eyes on Me.
Wow.
The entire 2-hour album.
Jesus.
And I didn't get tired at all.
This man has too much time on his hands. My goodness.
When I walk in everything I do, I'm listening to music. But I didn't get tired of it at all. I really didn't.
Yeah, no. And he was making it like 30 years ago without all the resources.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, my goodness, for that to hold up.
Also, I forgot to mention, honorable mention, not on the guys who can make the future list, but honorable mention, I have MF Doom as my honorable mention.
I wanted to mention him as well, yeah.
Very experimental guy. Food and Mad Villainy on its own. Classics. Honorable mention. I don't think he was good enough to make the top 10 when compared to the rest of these guys, but for sure, honorable mention.
Yeah, no, he's no Brockhampton, but he's great.
All right. Then number 4 was Tupac. Number 3 was Jay-Z.
Who's Jay-Z and Kanye? I know. Who's left?
Well, hold on. Number 3 is...
I know, I'm just thinking
number
out
3
loud.
is Jay-Z. His run in the 2000s, like mid-2000s, may not have been great, but everything else has been phenomenal. I mean, The Blueprint is in my top 10 albums of all time.
When did The Blueprint come out?
9/11.
Really? The day
it came out on 9/11.
Wow. I should know. Wow, that's a great fun fact to have.
On September 11, 2001,
wow.
The Blueprint was released.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's just got classic after classic.
Yeah.
What was the one he released in 1996? The Black?
The Black album?
I think so. The one with Lucifer on it.
Yeah.
That one, even his most recent release in 2017, 444. I found that to be some of his deepest and most mature work, especially the song 444, when the whole song is just him apologizing to Beyonce about everything he's done. That Squidward looking dude, I don't know how he's still with Beyonce, but as a rapper, I think he's a top 3 rapper of all time. His discography proves that himself. Not himself, but proves it itself.
I agree.
top 3 rapper of all time.
I had him at 3. We're in agreement with that one.
At number 2, I have Nasty Nas at number 2.
Nas, yeah.
He has arguably the greatest rap album of all time with Illmatic in his discography. Arguably. It may be a bit long, but it's timeless. You have Illmatic, you have Stillmatic with Ether on it. You have It Was Written. Nostradamus, probably one on the weaker side of his discography.
We can skip that one.
Yeah, there are a few bangers on it.
And then the whole King's Disease trilogy, soon to be whatever a trilogy is when there's 4.
I was listening to Life Is Good today. That's what I was listening to. His comeback album in 2012. It has the Cherry Wine song with Amy Winehouse. I was listening to this album, and it wasn't unlike, because I never listened to it before. I've been trying to get through all of Nas's discography because I love Nas. I'll talk about the King's Disease trilogy in a minute, but I was listening to Life Is Good, and I'm like, this is unlike any other Nas album I've listened to. It was deep. It was full of emotion. Just the daughter song alone, where he's just talking about spending time with his daughter, thinking that he's been too lean as a parent. He should have spent more time with his daughter. Now she's all grown up talking about boys, and then
Wait, is that the album cover with he's sitting there with a wedding dress at the side?
Yeah, the green dress. Yeah. And then the Bye Baby, where he's talking about his divorce. It was all so deep, and obviously the song with Amy Winehouse sort of tops it off. I don't know how I went all this time without listening to that song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just. And then the King's Disease series, he was gone for a while, and this year sort of wasn't taken as well as many thought. It was sort of botched. And then the King's Disease comes out.
Came back with the hits.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the first King's Disease, but 2 and 3. I mean, I think King's Disease 3 is a top 3 Nas album. I think it's number 3. And then King's Disease 2 is probably one of my most played Nas albums of the whole year. It's so good. It's just banger after banger after banger. I'm telling you, if you haven't listened to King's Disease 2, I highly recommend it. It's just banger after banger after banger. I love that album. And then King's Disease 3, I have to revisit that album sometime, man. I've revisited it a few times, but I love that album. So we've gone through 9. Obviously, you know who number 1 is.
MGK.
Number 1.
All of us got MGK.
Is Kanye West himself.
Ooh.
Yay.
Ew.
In my opinion, he is the greatest hip-hop artist / rapper of all time. His discography is timeless. We're getting to The College Dropout, one of the best debut albums of all time. It's just, I'll go through the list.
You don't have to. You do it every episode. We don't have to do it again.
I will, because I have to explain, because I know you highly disagree with me, so I have to go through the discography.
I know the discography.
In The College Dropout, we have All Falls Down,
Boo.
Spaceship, Jesus Walks, Family Business,
L.
and Through the Wire,
L.
all on the same album.
L songs.
You
All
let
L
me,
songs.
You let me finish here? Can you let me finish? I'm going to let you finish.
You got the stage.
All right. We have The College Dropout, then we have Late
L.
Registration. He changes his whole sound. He gets away from the soul sampling. He gets to the orchestra theme music. I love that. And my favorite album of all time, Graduation. The synths on that album are incredible.
Like Graduation, because it's an L.
It's just my favorite album of all time. 808s and Heartbreak. The Life of Pablo.
808s and Heartbreak.
You just messed up my train of thought. Oh, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. 808s and Heartbreak. The Life of Pablo. Watch the Throne.
Life of Loblo.
Yay. Even Donda.
Londa.
I love all of those albums so much, and
disgusting.
I think he's the greatest rapper of all time.
Okay.
So let me recap my list.
I want to be mad, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. At number 10, I have Biggie Smalls. At number 9, I have Lil Wayne. At number 8, I have Eminem. At number 7, I have Andre 3000. At number 6, I have Dr. Dre. At number 5, I have Kendrick Lamar. At number 4, I have Tupac. At number 3, I have Jay-Z. At number 2, I have Nas. And at number 1, I have Kanye West. That is my list for top 10 rappers of all time.
Disgusting, atrocious, nasty.
I mean, I put the dude who made. The dude who made Yeezus has to be number 1.
He didn't write any of that. You know that.
Man, I love Yeezus. I was thinking that maybe one of these episodes we could do like a ranking the Kanye songs where he doesn't say a word on them because he has like so many of them.
What, where he like produces them or
no?
Or
like
what?
they're on the album, but he like doesn't say a word.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like it's a song, like, but he doesn't say a word on it.
No, you're saying the same thing 3 times. Try a different way.
But that's what I'm saying, and like not a skit, like for
just
example,
an instrumental. What do you
mean?
No,
like on Late Registration, he has My Way Home, where he just gives it Common this beat, and he just starts rapping it off. But Kanye doesn't say a word. And then you have Every Hour on Jesus is King, which I think is one of the best songs in there. You have Lowlights on The Life of Pablo. You have Long Time. You have Lord Lift Me Up on Donda too. But just like he has so many of these songs where he doesn't say a word on it. So I'm thinking like maybe like next week I could like rank them.
Okay.
Just as you know.
Yeah, you text me a list and I'll take a listen through them. I'll do that.
All right. We have 20 minutes left. What do you want to talk about?
Did you see there was a recent, the website, the Tiermaker website?
Oh my, that was
You know
awful.
what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that was terrible.
So for those who are not caught up and don't know what we're talking about, this Tiermaker website, I believe it's just called tiermaker.com.
Yeah, I've used it before.
It's the go-to thing for people to go online and rank their favorite whatever. And the site recently came out with, I guess, the average responses for tier lists that were made up of the greatest rappers of all time, and where there was about like they took like the information of I think 6,000 different responses of just normal people making their lists, and it averaged them out, and this was the conclusion it spat out at us. A disgusting, absolutely atrocious list that not only is like expectedly bad, because obviously not everyone's going to be a hip hop super fan, but some of the entries didn't even make sense. Like
no.
Just some of the greatest ever in the C and D and E category. It was a weird one. Could you find it or no?
Oh, you don't have it up?
I'll get it up right now. You fill the dead air with something. I don't know.
Kanye West is the greatest rapper of all time.
So then we can stop your buffoonery a little early because I found the list. We're gonna go through it because we have some time.
Okay.
We have a couple categories here. We have Best in the Game GOAT. That is the first category. This was from 6,600 responses. We have Kendrick Lamar in this category. We have Kanye, so we're both happy.
Okay,
a little compromise there. Travis Scott, J. Cole, Drake, Eminem, Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay, nope.
Now save your negative energy because the more we go down, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
This, I think, makes sense to me. This upper bracket. I don't agree with it, but I can understand.
Yeah.
Why the Tiermaker putting Lil
the
Uzi
general
Vert.
masses. Yeah.
Okay, the next thing we have is very talented, nearly flawless, but not top tier. No,
For
that's
the
first,
greatest of all time?
Yeah, that's the go tier.
Oh my God.
Now we have very talented, nearly flawless, but they're just not top tier. We have Lil Wayne, which I agree with. Tyler the Creator, 21 Savage, ASAP Rocky.
Nope.
Childish Gambino,
Nope.
Juice WRLD,
Nope.
Jay-Z. Ooh, disrespected Juice WRLD. Denzel Curry.
Nope.
I wouldn't do it either. X, Future, Young... Who was it? Young Thug.
No.
Yeah,
God, no.
Post Malone.
No.
Let's go. You're going to be happy about this one. Playboy Cardi.
No.
But you can understand it. You can see what.
Yeah, I love
doofuses
Playboy
would put
Cardi,
him
but
on there.
I'm not putting him near the. Oh my God.
You know too much to do that. But
Yeah.
You're not 12, so.
I'm not 12.
Ski Mask, the song.
Nope. No. God, no.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had enough of a fan base to make it that high. Snoop Dogg.
No.
In comparison to some of these other guys, maybe. Who knows? Migos.
No. I love the Migos, but no.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah.
But they're popular, so I guess.
They're popular.
And Mac Miller.
No.
Then we have good but not great and might be somewhat inconsistent. So pretty much like B, C range, I guess. This is the biggest category. And we're starting it off with an absolute banger, DaBaby.
No, God, no.
DaBaby. DaBaby is right next to 50 Cent.
Bro.
Chief Keef.
Sure, yeah.
Chance the Rapper.
God, no.
Joey Badass. Trippie Redd.
Bro.
Lil Baby.
No.
Big Sean. JID. Logic. Nas.
Bro.
I forgot he wasn't even included yet. Nas in the B to C range. Ice Cube. Lil Yachty. Kodak Black.
No.
In the same. Keep in mind, all these people in the same conversation as Nas and 50 Cent.
God, man.
Quavo.
No.
Joyner Lucas.
Who is that?
You don't know Joyner Lucas?
I know who he is.
Man.
I know who he is, but in comparison to all these other guys.
Yeah, no, he's this guy that pretends to be a lyrical rapper, but really doesn't say anything. 6ix9ine. This is what I don't understand. Who likes 6ix9ine? Like, no one likes him. I don't understand who's doing this.
Like 4 years ago, everybody liked 6ix9ine.
You think?
Yeah.
He was still like a meme though. Like, I don't feel like
4 years ago for sure.
Okay, I thought he'd be like an automatic F for anyone making a rap tier list.
It's not 4 years ago.
Yeah, for anyone that's trying to make a rap tier list, I would have thought, that's an easy one. Easy F. We have Sway Lee, Rihanna, Cardi B, Ray Stremmerd, Blueface, Lil Peep,
God,
Jaden Smith.
Bro,
keep in mind,
stop.
Same tier as Nas.
Stop reading
same
the
tier
list.
as 50 Cent.
Just stop it.
Lil Dicky, let's go. Tory Lanez. Who is that?
I forgot he existed.
Comethazine. Wait, we're in a different one. Lil Pump.
All right, stop.
Lil Pump. No, I'm not even joking with you. No more. Who's making these? Who's doing this?
Just stop. Let's. No, I can't do this anymore. This is the worst list of ever.
Let me jump a little through. We're gonna just skip through the next one, which is occasionally good but not consistently. It's kind of the same thing. We're gonna go to almost always lacks in quality or skill, but isn't entirely trash. And I'm gonna just list off some of the most prominent names on this tier. We have Freddie Gibbs,
bro,
Killer Mike. This is like DF
oh
tier.
My God,
Isaiah Rashad,
dude,
Royce da 5'9", MF Doom,
bro. Oh my, come
MF
on,
Doom, he's there. Who's hating on MF Doom,
dude? Look, I get that like MF Doom's albums aren't like, what you expect on an album, but like, come on, man, it's MF Doom.
I don't get it. Like, either you don't know who he is or you put him in, like, A or S. Like, that's the two options. Like, I don't understand who's going, nah, I hate MF Doom. I don't like his music.
I've never met anyone who says they hate MF Doom.
Anyway, right next to MF Doom, we got Lil Mosey.
Why is MF Doom in the same category as Lil Mosey?
This feels like AI generated. Like, he just randomly threw a bunch of things on the board. And, like, none of this makes sense. Absol,
nope.
Run the Jewels. They're good. Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, that looks like it's about it. Action Bronson is down here. This is low. Yeah, just a strange list overall.
It's awful.
Strange. And then we have one more tier, which is trash. And there's YK Osiris. All these garbage rappers, and he's the only guy that gets trash. Young Lean. I don't know. Not a bunch of notable names in trash. But yeah, that's the list. People on Twitter were mad. People in this podcast studio are mad because it's goofy. It's very goofy indeed. The MF Doom thing, I mean, come on now. Do we have anything else?
For what? The list?
For the show.
What do you want to talk about? We got 10 minutes left.
Man, I don't know, dude. I went through my news. I whipped out a tier list. Got the top 10s. I didn't jinx myself. I didn't jinx us this time. We didn't go over.
We still have some time this time. I mean, we can... What do you want to talk about? We have 10 minutes left. Okay.
I'm just gonna rapid fire. I'm gonna give you the name of a rapper, and you're gonna have 3 seconds to name their best song.
You have to give me more than 3 seconds, but I'll be quick.
Well, listen, rapid fire.
All right.
That's a rapid fire.
Give me the names.
Lil Wayne.
Comfortable.
Okay. Kid Cudi.
Pursuit. No, love.
I haven't.
Don't be so down. Come on, young. That one.
I'll have to listen to that one.
That's his best song.
All right, I'm gonna give you a tough one. DaBaby.
The one where he goes, "Let's go."
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one song. Yeah. Kanye.
Flashing Lights.
Dang, that's an easy one for you.
Yeah.
It's an easy one.
Yeah.
Huh. That would not be my pick. I think my pick would be Heartless. It's a good song. There's a lot you could go with.
Yeah, there is a lot you could go with.
Kendrick, if we're gonna go with Kanye.
Oh, I can't say that word on radio, but Don't Kill My Vibe.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite Kendrick Lamar song. Yeah.
Oops. Do you know my favorite Kendrick Lamar song?
What's your favorite Kendrick Lamar song?
Lust. Lust is such a good song. I don't get it.
God.
I love that beat is sick. Okay, let's break this down. We can talk. No. We keep going
with this. Give me a minute. That's a conversation for another.
No, it's not.
This
will not take more than 10 minutes. It's a one.
No.
Song.
I want to get through this thing you're doing. I like this.
Caramba. Okay. Eminem.
Lose Yourself.
Okay. Probably go with Stan. Drake.
My favorite one, or what do I think is his best?
Your favorite. Give me both. Why not? You're gonna say Jimmy Cooks, I feel like.
No. His best song? I haven't gone through his... I can't say that because I haven't gone through all of his discography and like his early work, so that's not fair to him. But my favorite Drake song, it switches a lot, but at the moment, I have to look, man.
Okay. I think his best song, I'm not as familiar either with his old school stuff, but one old school song I know from Drake is Over, and Over is a really good song that the people should look into.
I'll say I Miss You Too from Certified Lover Boy.
Which one is that?
The one with Kid Cudi.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that is a good song. That is a good song. 21 Savage.
Out for the Night Part 2.
Oh, okay. All right. J. Cole.
Wet Dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird song. I don't like bumping that.
The storytelling, it's great.
He's a storyteller. He's a great storyteller.
If you just ignore like when he's like talking about daydreaming, it's a good song.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not the song you want to go. To. Lil Uzi Vert.
Ooh, 20 minutes.
Okay. I just heard his Have you listened to Tyler the Creator's newest album? I forget what it's called.
Call Me If You Get Lost.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
Lil Uzi Vert has a verse on Juggernaut, which is one of the songs. It is, I think, his best verse ever.
Really?
He's actually rapping, like he's spitting.
Oh, okay.
He's not melodic.
Okay.
It's my kind of thing. And
all right.
It's interesting, and I respect him a lot more after listening to that. So a little recommendation there for the people. Jay-Z.
Heart of the City. Yeah, we'll go with that.
That's a good one. JID.
I'll go with Surround Sound.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
Yeah.
I think that's his biggest song.
It is.
Playboy Cardi.
Place.
What song is that?
It's on A Whole Lot of Red.
Okay. I would say his feature on Off the Grid is, or on Earthquake. I think I like it. He fits well. You know, the best version of Playboy Cardi is Playboy Cardi that shows up for 15 seconds and leaves. I like that. It's his shortest verse ever. That's the best kind of Playboy Cardi. Lil Yachty.
I couldn't tell you.
Really?
I couldn't tell you. I don't listen to
There's
Lil
nothing
Yachty.
nothing off the new album?
I don't. Okay. Drive Me Crazy.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a catchy one.
One.
You've got that stuck in my head now already. I can feel it. The Migos.
Ooh. Stir Fry.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I haven't thought about that song in a while.
My dog's in the nighttime.
Did we say Nas already?
No, you didn't.
All right, we'll go Nas.
The World Is Yours.
Classic instrumental. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Sure. It's my favorite Nas song.
Yeah, that's a great one.
You run out?
I'm running low out here. Those are the big ones. Did we say Joey Badass?
You didn't.
I'll give you Joey Badass.
Waves.
That is a good song.
It is a good song.
Yeah. I feel like that's all I got for this segment.
All right. I did get a text from my friend who listens to like every single show.
Let's go.
And he said that we should do his top 10.
All we got, man.
His subjective top 10 rappers of all time.
All right.
It's a terrible list.
If there's no Brockhampton, we burn this place down.
It's not worse than your list, but it's a very subjective list. So at number 10 we have Kendrick Lamar.
Boo!
At number 9 we have Pusha.
No, end it here. We had a great episode. Love all you guys.
Okay,
Peace out.
All right. Number 10 Kendrick Lamar. Number 9 Pusha T.
The disrespect.
Number 8 Cochise. He's not sniffing that conversation.
You got to introduce me to this man.
You would not like him.
Okay.
You would not like him. I love Cochise though, but I'm not.
But he's newer, right? Like there's no way. Newer. Yeah, I know
I'm not
that.
putting him in the top 10.
Yeah.
So Kendrick Lamar, Pusha T, Cochise, Jid, Amine, number 5.
Really?
Yep.
Amine.
Number 5, Pop Smoke. Number 4, Baby Keem. Number 3, Travis Scott. Number 2, Lil Uzi Vert, and number 1, Kanye West.
Dang, your friend is
very subjective list.
Your friend is basic.
Basic.
Your friend is a simple man. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
I don't think that's basic.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, what basic people listen to Pusha T?
Pusha T, yeah. Pusha T is the one. I don't know. I considered Pusha T for my list, but not really.
No, I wouldn't put him in there.
His sound is very iconic.
Yeah.
That's one of the best ad-libs ever, though. Give him his credit. I considered him, but his sound is iconic, but it also is a bit repetitive.
I love Pusha T, though.
Which is crazy. He's found so many ways.
I know.
To make a career off of that is
to make a career off of cocaine rap.
You see he did an ad with some company. I forget. I think it was either Chick-fil-A or like one of those, Wendy's maybe, and he made a jingle for them, and he makes a reference to selling cocaine in this like corporate ad, and it's just like they don't pick up on it because he's that, it's like a fish sandwich commercial, and he's, I don't know.
It was probably McDonald's.
I don't think it was. Commercial. I don't know. I think it was some other company trying to compete, but it was a big deal. I think Pusha T made the jingle for I think McDonald's when he was young. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made the McDonald's jingle.
Which one?
I'm loving it.
Pusha
T made that.
No way.
And he owns no rights to it. Yeah, and he's mad about it. This is a story.
If this is true, I would be mad about it.
Yeah, how Pusha T wrote McDonald's infamous "I'm loving it" jingle and no one knew.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
He called him out last year about it. So yeah, shout out to Pusha T. Maybe that puts him into the top 10. That's an iconic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Did you see his reaction at the Grammys when he lost?
No,
it's like stone-faced.
Yeah.
Same with DJ Khaled.
I'm not.
Bro, DJ Khaled looks so disappointed. I'm like, dude, come on. You really think you're gonna win?
I mean, he must have a couple.
Probably, but I don't think he's won Rap Album of the Year. I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, I feel like his albums are just like formulated to win Grammys, and that's kind of it.
To be popular.
Yeah, to be popular, to appeal to the masses, but I don't know. He's fallen off. I haven't heard a DJ Khaled hit in a while.
It's not mysterious music.
No. It's that the Target bops, the stuff you hear while at ShopRite getting your groceries. Okay, so I think that's what we got for today.
I think we're good. This is the first time we haven't been late.
No, we haven't been late, which I guess is a good sign. Yeah. I don't know. I think this one went pretty okay.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So we'll leave you off with this fun fact that Pusha T invented McDonald's. And yeah, that's the show today. Bye.
All right. I don't know how to pull up all the songs, so we'll leave you with generic radio song that's playing right now. So after our voices go away, click off.
Wow, off the radio station? You can't be saying that. We're representatives of this radio station.
Oh, no. Listen to the ads that we're required to play and then click off.
Oh, my goodness. He's calling out the bigwigs.
No, but nobody listens to this. It's 8 o'clock. Nobody listens to this.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Here is I Still Believe by Frank Turner.
From the WQAQ people.
Oh, all right. Click off. Have a good night.